Hey guys, welcome back to Blind Strike Exotics. Today I just want to kind of go over a little bit with you guys what um, my future plans are in a more for breeding in a more kind of precise, direct manner. I know I've been talking a lot over the last couple weeks about like how I'm kind of changing what I'm looking at doing rather than just like collecting a bunch of different snakes and just breeding a bunch of different snakes and whatever comes out comes out. I want to use a more direct approach to it. I have a pretty good outline, excuse me, of what I'm doing and where I want to go going forward after this season. And I want some input from you guys too. I am, comment down below. Let me know what you think about the projects I'm getting into. If you haven't checked out my Patreon yet, please do that too. I'm going to talk in those forums more about the business side of things. My thought process on that. I know a lot of people on YouTube don't like talking about business, and they want this to be more just fun or educational stuff. And that's fine, and I'm okay with keeping it that way. I'm okay keeping like the YouTube stuff lighthearted. But on in my Patreon and the Discord stuff, I really want to focus that stuff on the business side of it. Talking numbers, talking shop, that sort of stuff. So check that out if you haven't checked that out yet. But basically, the biggest projects I'm getting into are going to be the urban camo, Dreamsicles, and clown pieds. The urban camos, I've already started that. As you can see here, this is my silver bullet female super cinnamon pastel and my sterling banana sandblast het pied male Dankey King Jr. and Oreo here. These two can produce urban camas for me this year. She's a 1700 gram girl, and he's actually been crushing it. They've actually both been eating a lot as I've been breeding here. I don't know if I've really witnessed any locks in them yet, but they do like to both be inside this hide here at the same time. So, hopefully we have some good luck from them this year. And I have a couple girls that are getting raised up here that might be ready for next year. This is my sandblast sterling pied female. I have my cinnamon pied possible mahogany female that is in shed right now. And I have a couple other girls that can maybe go into this project. I don't know if I ever showed her before. I've had her for quite a while. She's a pewter leopard lesser possible het pied female. She's really cool looking. So she's possible het pied. I don't know. I only have one. Well, actually, no. Let me take that back. I have another male that I just purchased that's really cool. That's coming in a couple days, I think. That could possibly fit in the sandblast. I don't know if he's sandblast or not because he's pied. But if he doesn't turn out to be sandblast, I only have one sandblast male. So it's going to be difficult. I can't breed Dankey King Jr. to all of these girls that I have for the sandblast project. So I might have to get another sandblast urban camo male. Here's a sterling female that I've had for quite a while that I haven't bred yet this year that I'm probably going to start pairing up. I don't know if I'm going to sell her or pair her up to Dankey King Jr. I'm not sure yet. She is a proven breeder. I have a black pastel female back here. I may actually end up just selling her. Seeing as she only has black pastel, the odds of me hitting an urban camo out of that are like really, really slim, because she's only a 1 gene animal. So I might sell her. I might not even breed her this year. think that's all for the sandblast stuff. And then of course I have, well, no, I actually purchased recently just a juvenile silver bullet female. She's young, but she'll be ready to breed next year. Trying to just get stuff for that project. Then the Dreamsicle stuff, I don't have too many snakes for this yet. Obviously, there's my Dreamsicle male there. I got him. He was about 400 grams when I got him. I got him a little bigger. I didn't want to buy a hatchling just to make sure he was ready for next year. So this is the lavender albino het pied female. Now when I bought her, I was told she was sort of a picky eater. She has eaten for me one time so far in the month or more I've had her. So I don't know if she'll be ready to breed or not. She's close to 1,000 grams. I'm hoping that by next fall she's ready to go, but I have no idea. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get any more Dreamsicle Project females specifically by next year, but what I was going to do is try to breed my Dreamsicle male to some of the pied females I have, because at the very least we're going to get visual pieds that are het for lavender albino. So I mean it at least gets me some snakes that are, you know, that have you know, a couple genes in there. Maybe, I don't know if I've ever seen this. You know, like I have my pinstripe pied female here. You know, maybe we make some pin pies that are het lavender albino, and I don't know, maybe that makes a cool Dreamsicle. Maybe you get a pinstripe Dreamsicle. I also have a granite pied female, who's also in shed. Super dark, and I'm curious to see maybe how that interacts with Dreamsicle. She'll definitely, she's ready to breed right now. So I'll probably be producing a decent amount of pied het lavender albino stuff next year. The other project that I'm trying to get into, well, the other one I'm in would be the highway. Oh man, this guy regurgitated or didn't swallow his food from yesterday, so I'll have to get that out of there. But so this is my highway pastel leopard phantom male. So I'm growing him up to be my big ringer for the highway project, freeway project next year. I have a super gravel. I have 2 super gravel females. I have one up for sale because I don't need to. I'm trying to sell the other one to get funding for the other projects, because I have other stuff for the highway freeway project. I have a Mojave Enchi yellow belly female that will be ready to go next year. She's over 1,000 grams already. I have one super gravel female. I have, let's see, I have just a plain freeway that I purchased recently. I have the freeway pied, and I'm going to be completely honest, I don't know who to breed her to. I don't know whether or not to breed her to a clown male with yellow belly in it and make some het clown pied, like freeway het clown pieds, or breed her to the, that's probably what I'll end up doing. But I don't know. I gotta figure out what to breed her to first. Let's see. I need probably one more highway or freeway female to breed that male to. Well, I'm looking at it. Yeah, probably one more, just to make sure that I have a good selection of probably at least 3 females for him. And then the other stuff is I've been really trying to collect pied and clown females. I have 2 plain pieds, a pastel Enchi pied, and Enchi pied that are all adults. I have a firefly, possible superfly, an OD het pied, a pastel pied, that I am I'm going to be raising them up, and I'm going to be. I think I'm going to look at purchasing a clown pied male. If I don't, I will definitely be breeding them to. This guy's in shed, but he's a super pastel leopard yellow belly clown male, and I will probably be breeding them to him, or some of them to him. Plus, I have a couple clown females coming in soon that are adults. I have a spot nose clown and a super pastel Mojave clown. And I'll probably be breeding him to them first because I could make Batmans out of the spot nose combo, and the other one, there's just so many clown genes that I could breed into there that I'll probably pair them up to that one as well. But I'd like to get into clown pieds too. Clown pieds are a really cool project. I think with clown pied and dreamsicles, there's a lot of space to work and experiment. Because they're double recessives, it takes a little longer to build the project up. But I haven't really seen dreamsicles with any pattern transformation morphs. They've had leopard, I've seen leopard, I've seen blackhead. It does a little bit to the pattern in the pied, but not a ton. And I'm curious to see if we work something else into there, maybe like a pinstripe or an enchi, if it drastically changes that. Same thing goes with the clown pieds. I've seen leopard yellow belly clown pieds. There's a lot of pastel clown pieds that I see pop up, but there hasn't been a ton of stuff released yet for purchase online. So I'd like to get into that as well. So I'm trying to build up my stock with clown females and pied females so that I have the ability to experiment in the Dreamsicle project and the clown pied project, and just to have those females in general too, because they're very valuable to have, whether I'm just making pieds, visual pieds, or visual clowns. And making double, triple recessives are very, 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 very hot ticket items. So on top of that, again, because introducing codom genes into recessive projects can take up to 3 years if you're dealing with having to grow out females. You really need to start early doing that. So that's what I'm trying to do with this now, is kind of trying to get into it early. Start making my pairings now. If I'm breeding a clown to a pied, I'm making my double hets and hopefully hitting a ton of genes in those double hets. And hopefully in a couple years, I'm breeding some really cool stuff out. But so that's where I'm going. I'm looking at clown pieds. I'm looking at the dreamsicles, the highway freeway project, and the urban camos. I think those are the 4 main projects that I am trying to hit. One of the other ones that's not going to be really using recessive genes that I'm probably going to stick with because I like it is this guy here, Big Puma. I have a ton of females to pair him up to. He's a orange dream leopard pinstripe enchi male, really cool looking. And I have my super enchi. I have 2 of these girls that he's already been paired up to this year. Super enchi orange dreams. He's paired up to my leopard enchi female too. She's actually looking really big. They're all gravid. They've already actually had their sheds. They should actually be laying eggs at the beginning. Well, this one should be laying at the end of April. These 2 should be laying at the beginning of May. Now I may not keep Big Puma if I get any crazy 5 or 6 gene snakes out of his offspring. I may actually be selling him, or maybe I keep him as a backup breeder for next year. But I love that, I guess, project. I'll call it the Big Cat project, because they look like they're big cat snakes. Like they have the patterns of the stripes or the spots, bright yellows, blacks. So I might just keep them around. I like that. I think they're beautiful snakes, just with 2 or 3 genes. That might be the other one I keep. And then of course I have all my Blue Eye Lucies. I've actually sold 2 of the females. Snow White Snake is actually being shipped out this week. She was actually she laid my first clutch ever. And she laid really early last year, maybe like March. She didn't look like she was pairing up to Shredder this year. I wasn't seeing, I did see a ton of locks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 locks, and she shed at the end of March. But she is not gravid. She's starting to bull wrap right now, so I don't know if she's starting to build follicles now. Maybe the person who bought her gets lucky, maybe she does actually end up laying eggs, but I figured maybe she wasn't going to go this year. So I sold Snow White Snake because she hadn't gone yet. But I still have 4 Blue Eye Lucy females. Princess Crystal, my special lesser GHI female, and one more. Who is it? Oh, a Super Phantom who is gravid. She's actually in shed right now, as you can see. She's normally like super bright white and purple, and she's almost like kind of like a chocolate milk color. So I still have, I'm going to keep those 4 females. I think what I'm going to do with that is just keep Shredder paired up to those 4 and Tesla, my other male, Blue Eye Lucy male, and just keep just those 4. I'm just probably going to mate both males to all 4 of those females going forward forever, unless I find a different male to pair up to them. So that's it. I mean, that's like, what, 4 or 5 projects I'll be in for next year. Let me know what you guys think about my new projects. What do you guys think about the urban camos, the clown pieds, the dreamsicles, and the freeways? Let me know what you guys think about those, if you think they're the right projects to be in. If you've seen any cool combos with those 4 projects that you think maybe I'm missing, maybe I need to add a gene or 2 to work into those projects. And yeah, I mean, I'm very excited for next year. I'm excited for this year because I still have a lot of stuff coming. I have 4 clutches sitting in the incubator plus more to come. So there's a ton of work this year, but next year is the year that, again, that I'm trying to take off and make this almost like a full-time business. So comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about the new projects. And again, check out the Patreon. If you want to have a more in-depth discussion about the business side of things, that's the place we're going to do it at. And plus you get some cool discounts on shipping and animal purchases too. So thanks for stopping by, and please remember to like and subscribe. See ya.